Hello, everyone. My name is Kelvin Hart Jr., and today I will be presenting an organizational change proposal for our organization, Fry's Food and Drug Stores. This presentation focuses on improving a critical area where Fry's is underperforming, people management. As we all know, Fry's Food and Drug Store, which started in 1954 and now is a subsidiary of Kroger, has close to 120 locations all across Arizona and now employs more than 22,000 people. Fry's, as we all come to love and know, it is a major player in the regional grocery market, now offering groceries, pharmacy services, and now even fuel centers. And it's such a large employer, how we approach people management directly influences our operational success. And the particular reason why I'm highlighting people management today is because each year, Fortune magazine evaluates top companies across 8 different dimensions, one of them being people management. The others include innovativeness, quality of management, long-term investment value, social responsibility, quality of products and services, financial soundness, and wise use of corporate assets. If we want to stay competitive for the present day and also for the far future, we have to address where we're underperforming. Right now, from a people management perspective, we're receiving ongoing criticisms for inconsistent customer service and store experiences. It's not just coming from our customers as well. Even our employees often are reporting that they don't get the proper training that they need, that they feel like they're not recognized due to the little recognition that management passes down, and that overall the company morale is at an all-time low. People are saying that they dread coming into the workplace. And so these issues are reflecting deeper problems in the people management practices that we currently have at Fry's as an organization. And so we want to make sure that we improve upon our employee experience and also our customer satisfaction experience as well. If we choose to not focus on our poor people management practices, we're simply saying that we don't care about the satisfaction of our customers, because that is the main ramification of not focusing on your people management practices. Currently, right now, we're seeing a decline in service quality and brand loyalty. Our customers are going to our competitors for a better service, for a better quality products. We're seeing high turnover when it comes to employees. That's why we are currently having weekly and on-site interviews, and that's not great for our bottom line. Additionally, that's not great for our talent pool when we're looking for internal hires and promotions. And lastly, this is vulnerable to competitors like Sprouts and Aldi's, even Walmart, which has grown its market share throughout the Arizona region. One of the most significant reasons why we are falling behind in our people management practices and employ something new is simply because of our traditional hierarchical structure. Decision making is centralized, and store level managers often have limited flexibility when it comes to making those on hand decisions. And so this top down structure can be slow to adapt, especially when it comes to people related improvements and innovations, because reality is we have to make calculated decisions that have enough foresight so when the tide moves, the decision we make has accounted for that additional change within the ecosystem. The gap between leadership's vision and the store level experience is evident. There's a constant lack of consistent coaching. There's no recognition between management and employees. There is no constant feedback loops for employees to figure out how to get better. Our training programs are outdated and they're inconsistently delivered. And so what that means for our frontline employees is that they don't have a clear visibility of where to go from their entry level position, which motivates them to leave and go to our competitors that provide the proper structure, the visibility, and the proper feedback for them to grow and improve upon their careers. Typical of many retailers, our company culture is driven by efficiency and output. However, there's a lack of investment in employee relationships and internal communication, which leads to our employees feeling like they're more of a cog in the machine. Our customers even feel like a transactional number. Our employees don't have the right tools to properly engage with our customers, the right environment. And so instead of it feeling like a transformational environment, it feels like a transactional environment, and that negatively impacts engagement. As I continually evaluate the culture at Fry's and our people management practices in relation to conscious capitalism, we don't meet the standard. There's very little evidence that our employees feel like more than just a number, that they have this unison of of shared purpose that is higher than meeting financial obligations. Even our customers don't feel the same quality as when we first opened in Arizona. And so we need to get back to what makes us special, which is providing a great quality service, a great quality product, not only just for our customers, but also for our internal employees as well. To address the challenges that we're having in the people management sector at Fry's, and to make the proper changes that we need to make, we're going to be using Kotter's A-step model. And so first, we're going to be establishing urgency, which we already have with our customer complaints and survey results from our employees. Then from there, we're going to start creating coalitions with HR, with store leaders, employee reps, so that everybody understands who to go to when there's an issue. We also have a shared responsibility in these changes as well. And each coalition is going to be responsible for one part of that change. Step 3, we're going to develop a shared vision that's going to empower teams and deliver consistent service. We want to build some momentum. We want our teams to feel empowered. Step 4, we're going to communicate this vision weekly through huddles. We're going to have posters. We're going to have consistent training. We're going to bring the things that our employees are asking for, that our customers are asking for. Step 5 is going to be streamlining all of the changes that we have made. And so we're going to have that constant feedback loop. We're going to streamline approval chain, so we're not waiting forever. So they're not waiting forever for when they want to make a pivot or make a change. And in step 6, we're really going to highlight the short-term wins. We're going to highlight when an employee does something spectacular right away. We're going to highlight immediate growth needs, immediate retention needs. We're going to make sure that we are rewarding our employees. Then step 7, we're going to consolidate those gains and expand the programs and gather additional feedback to make them stronger, to make them better. Then step 8, we're going to anchor those changes and tie that into the company culture by consistently delivering consistent results, constantly having that feedback loop open, and us as a management really paying attention to what's going on at the lower level and addressing those needs right away. And of course, with the change, there's going to be challenge. I don't expect anybody and everybody to welcome change so gracefully. And so I'm expecting there's going to be pushback from our senior reps who have been with us for 20 plus years, who are experts in their roles and experts in our company culture. And that's why it's going to be important for those coalitions to be formed to provide support for any feedback, for adjustments that have been made from our senior reps. Additionally, I also see there being pushback from even for our HR firms in terms of just limited budget. And so that's why it's going to be important to really realign our subsystems so that our HR has the resources to enforce and employ practices that are going to help us in the people management area. And even with our store management operations as well, realigning those subsystems so that they have the autonomy to make certain decisions and they're not waiting because they lack the resources or they lack the efficiency to do so. And so ultimately, the biggest takeaway we can gather from this change proposal is that we need to avoid top-down policies that ignore employee realities. Instead, let's engage our workers in shaping culture and expectations. Let's recognize, let's train them consistently, and reward them appropriately. And they'll elevate our brand here at Fry's. In this moment, I want to thank everybody for their time and giving me the opportunity to share my change proposal here for the Fry's organization. And I would like to answer any questions for those who have them. All right. If there is none, thank you again for your time, and I really appreciate everything here. And all resources for the proposal are listed here. Thank you.